it's Elizabeth. Welcome back to Live, Craft, and Love. I am here today with part 4 and the last part of my teacher series, teacher kit series that is. And today we're going to be making a very simple sticky notepad holder. And this is the model, for example. And the sticky notes that I'm going to be using are these long ones that you can find at the Dollar Tree. And the sticky note holder is going to be able to hold and reuse the sticky notepads just like so, and it turns into a little book with a little file pocket. Very, very simple. Now the first thing that we're going to do is build a little back hardcover for your sticky notepad, and these are the ones that I'm going to be using, the Jot brand from Dollar Tree. All you're simply going to do is remove this back end, this little white paper. Remove it, you don't need it. And you are going to cut a piece that measures, this is 5 inches long and the top is about 1/2 inch. So 5.5 inches by 2 7/8. So 5.5 inches by 2 7/8. And on the 5.5 inch side, you are going to score at 1/2 inch. So on the 5.5 inch, I'm going to move this closer this way. I'm going to score at 1/2 inch. And all that's going to do is provide us with the cover right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line up this part right here of the sticky note with score tape. Okay, so here's my 1/4 inch. I'm just going to align the top with some score tape, and since this is a 1/4 inch, I'm going to line 2 strips of it, making sure I get right at the edge of the sticky note. Right at that edge. There we go. Varnish that nice and good. And take the tape backing off. And all this is going to provide us with a hard back side to the sticky note, so we can use to replace on the notepad holder. Okay, so that's going to get adhered there. Very good. And varnish that down. There we go. It doesn't have to be completely all the way down. It's just going to be meant to stick in the little pocket. Okay, so now we're going to need a piece that measures 7 1/4. This side, this is what we're going to be dealing with, 7 1/4 by 5 3/8. So 7 1/4 by 5 3/8. And we're going to put that on the 7 1/4 side, and we will score at 3 3/8 and at 3 7/8. 3 3/8, 3 7/8, and let's go ahead and varnish those score lines. Now this is the base of our notepad holder, so if we do this, it should fit quite nicely in there. There you go. Now to add the little pocket that we have here. Okay, so the piece that we're going to cut out for the pocket is going to measure 3 3/8 by 3. And we're going to put this on, line up our 1/8 inch score tape along the sides of the 3 inch, or actually on the 3 and 3/8 inch side, and some art glitter glue on the bottom. And we will go ahead and, come on, there we go, adhere this to our cover right next to that score line. We don't want to be on top of it, simply because it's going to prevent this from closing. But we do want it right next to the score line, just like so. Now, if there is a very thin, I'm talking about a slim piece sticking out, you can go ahead and trim that off. There you go. No problem there. And now our notepad is gonna slip right through there, just like that. And now make sure this is nice and creased, and it goes around like that. Now the only thing we need to do now is to build our file folder. Let me take this out. And our file pocket is going to measure 3 7/8 by 3 1/2. So let me see if this is big enough. I seriously doubt it. Nope. 3 7/8 by 3 1/2. 3 7/8 by 3 1/2. And I'm going to make a little nick mark with my pencil. And I'm going to, first of all, before that, I'm going to score 1/2 inch side at 2 sides. So I'm going to score 1/2 inch here and another 1/2 inch there, because this is going to be my side pocket. And I'm going to make a nick mark at 1 1/2 and 2. So here, after I fold these, of course, because this is going to be my pocket's going to go just like this. And I'm going to make a mark at 1 1/2, line it up at 1 1/2, right here. And then this way at 2, and I'm just simply going to cut diagonally from this nick mark to that nick mark, and it should cut into a file, just like so. And that is my file pocket. I could make it more of a diagonal if I get at 1 1/2 and 1 1/2. Let's try that, see how that looks. There we go. Perfect. Now this is going to get adhered to here. But before that, I am going to mat this with my designer paper. And again, as always, I am using Echo Park's lovely collection from Back to School. And I picked this up at countrycraftcreations.com. This is my DT kit that I received from Tammy. So if you have not done so yet, I suggest you go visit her website at www.countrycraftcreations.com and pick up one of these packs, guys. You'll be able to make all 4 of my teacher kit series projects. You'll be able to do that with this one pack and a little bit of coordinating cardstock, love red, or the actual pack itself. It's under $25, I swear, and all of the projects that I have made, plus some extra scraps that you'll have to make other little embellishments and projects, whatnot. You'll be able to make that with this pack, so I suggest you go pick this up right away. So I am going to decide what paper I want as my front. My mat for the front and back is going to measure 3 1/8 by 5 1/8. So I'm going to make this my cover. I'm going to make sure that 3 1/8 is going to go longwise by 5 1/8, just like so. And there you go, just like that. And before I do that, I am going to distress this with some Tim Holtz Black Soot ink just to give it just a little bit of a nicer, clean finish, especially since it is on black cardstock. And see, just like that. So I'm going to need 4 of these. I'm going to make this my front and back, so I'm going to cut another 3 1/8 by 5 1/8, and distress this just like so. Now I really hope you all have been enjoying this teacher series, because it can work for teachers, guys. It doesn't have to be a teacher. It could be a student, it could be a co-worker, it could be whoever it is you choose it to be. Anybody actually can benefit from this. Everybody uses stationery at one point in their life. So I really hope that you've been enjoying the series, since this is the last part. Now I'm not done doing a project with this paper collection. I have a few more ideas up my sleeve up until I get my next DT kit from Tammy, which probably is in about 2 weeks. So I did order myself another pack just because I love this paper so much, and I am going to be creating something super special and cute. So y'all make sure to hit that notification bell so that way you can see anytime I post something new. Now I am going to cover this spine, but I'm going to use the back color. This is 1/4 of an inch, I think. Where's my ruler? I believe that's 1/4. No, it's 1/2 inch. So I'm going to measure that 5 1/8 by 3/8 of an inch. So this is going to be kind of tricky. There we go. And this strip I'm going to glue right there, just like so, to give it a clean spine. Oops. A clean look. So get this going, just like so. Perfect. Now I am going to add a ribbon, and the ribbon I decided to have it go over. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with the black. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this around just to get a measurement, and just like so, lay this flat. Now I am going to put, you know, I should move my scoreboard. I am going to put something over it. I don't usually just leave the seam binding just like that. I will put something over it just to make sure it stays down. So I'm just going to put a strip of glue just like that, and lay this across like so. There you go. And there's the closure. Okay, so now on the inside, I think I'm going to go ahead and use this green polka dot, or should I use the ruler? I think I'll use the ruler. So again, it's going to be the same measurements, 3 1/8 by 5 1/8. Move this to the side. 3 1/8 by 5 1/8. There you go, and same thing, just dress the edges, give it a good finish. Trying to make sure that my phone's still recording, and yes it is. My phone was about to die, so I plugged it in and I was hoping that it would stay okay. So it's so far so good. Okay, here's some art glitter glue. And as soon as I mat this, then I can go ahead and add my pocket. There we go. Where's my bone folder? I lose everything. My table is so tiny that I lose everything that I'm working with. Just like my bone folder, which ran away from me. Okay. Now we're going to adhere this pocket here. So we're going to need some 1/4 inch score tape along the sides, just like so. and miter the corners here, here, and right here at the corner. Oh, still looking for my bone folder. I cannot believe that I cannot find it. That is ridiculous. That is too funny. Oh, that's the reason why I can't find it, because it fell on the floor. Perfect. Okay, so take this tape backing off and take this one off. I adhere this to the bottom. I always like doing that. Now align this corner to the corner and to the bottom, and there you go. Perfect. I'm going to leave this black back part black, but I am going to line this right here. And the measurement for the mat is going to be 3 1/4 by 3 3/8. So I'm going to pick this one. 3 1/4 by 3 3/8. To stress that those edges. And bring this back, and it's going to go right, oops, other way, right there. Now the reason why I'm not going to attach this one is because it's going to be covered by the notepad holder, or by the sticky note anyway. Just like so. And now the mat for the pocket is going to measure 3 3/8 by 2 7/8. Okay everyone, so I just noticed that my phone ran out of memory when I was matting the pocket, so I didn't realize that it was had stopped recording until I was already finished with the entire thing. So I'm just going to take it off from where I left off. There's really nothing else that, you know, very specific that I did other than matting the pocket. I went ahead and I matted the pocket with the measurements I had said before. I just lined it up on the pocket and put 2 little nick marks as to where I was going to cut the diagonal line. And then other than that, I went ahead and I matted some stickers that says the first day of school. Over here, a class act, this little star. And this one that says back on the books. I double matted them on red and black cardstock. And I went ahead and I adhered it on top of the ribbon so that way it can reinforce the closure on both front and back covers. And in the inside the sticky note holder, I went ahead and I adhered the star here and the class act here. Again, it's double matted. I did add a 3/8 inch little piece here for the spine, and all I did is I inserted the notepad in the sticky notepad inside the pocket, and that's pretty much it. We are done with part 4 of the Teacher Survival Kit series, and this is the last and final part, like I just said. Hopefully you did enjoy this tutorial. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and make sure you hit that notification bell, subscribe to my channel so that way you can see when I'm going to be uploading more videos. Again, I hope you enjoyed this teacher series. Hopefully you guys either are making something for your kids' teachers, or if not, for your student who is a, you know, your child who is a student, or just for a coworker. All these are very versatile. You can use them at any point in office or school. So thank you so much for watching this series, guys, and we'll catch you guys later. As always, live passionately, craft often, and love endlessly. We'll see you guys next time. Bye. Big hugs.